In this question, describe how magnetic ink character reader is used to read these details from the sheet. Of course, you have to mention magnetic ink, magnet, signal, read, or read or translated. The magnetic ink on the check passes over the magnet. A magnet in the magnetic ink character reader. The magnetic ink character reader then reads the magnetic signal given out by the magnetic ink characters on the sheet. Each character produces a unique signal which is read and translated by the MICR. Okay. Then, what about OMR? Optical Mark Reader. Optical Mark Reader is able to read marks written in pen or pencil. The position of the mark is stored in the computer's memory. You have to know that when the students select this is A, B, C, D, multiple choices in each question, so the students will select the answers that he finds that is accurate answer. So he will detect the position for B, for example, as he is in this image. So this position will be detected by the computers because the optical mark reader has also applications, has the software will allow the computers to detect the position that the OMR scanned. يعني بيبقى في الامتحانات في الجامعات في الثانوية العامة أيا كان بيستخدموا بنسميها بابل شيت، بنسميها أي حاجة اللي هي الشكل ده. فبتجاوب على السؤال في ورقة، كده منفصلة زي ما انت شايف، وبعد كده كل الورق بتاع الطلبة بيتحط في سكانر. السكانر ده اسمه ايه؟ OMR Optical Mark Reader. وفي نفس الوقت في كمبيوتر بالسكرين بتاعته مفتوحة، والسكانر ده اللي هو الأوبتيكال مارك ريدر بيبقى plugged with the computer system. فبيديتكت كل ورقة بيسكانت، بيشوف كل ورقة. فور اكزامبل هناخد مثال واحد، الورقة الواحدة اللي بتخش على السكانر ده أو الريدر ده، فبتبقى قدام كده بيكمبير بالابلكيشن بتاع OMR، بيكمبير الموديل انسر اللي موجودة زيها في الورقة دي زيها. إن مثلا هو المفروض في سؤال 12 إنها A مش B، فالبوزيشن بتاعها هو the first position in the question, and he will detect that the student answer in the second position, so he will give him the wrong or zero in this question, and so on. So used to scan it marks from multiple choice exams, surveys, and lottery tickets. Advances very fast method of inputting data as no user has to manually enter results. More accurate than OCR, less chance of errors. Disadvantages: forms have to be completed correctly to avoid manual checks which would waste time. يعني ايه؟ يعني for example في الامتحانات يجي مثلا طالب يسلكت الاثنين، يعمل يفل with the pencil position A و B. طبعا هو بيعمل comparing زي ما اتفقنا في الكمبيوتر سيستم، هو بيسكان وخلاص، لكن بيعمل comparing بقى بيطلع ايه؟ بيطلع الإجابة هنا متكررة فبيديله زيرو. الحاجة التانية إن أنا ممكن واحد fill with a pencil وبعدين مسح وبعدين حط في البوزيشن B، فبيحصل إنه السكان بيبقى مش واضح أنهي بوزيشن بالنسبة للكمبيوتر، انهي البوزيشن هو اليوزر او الستودنتس كان ديتكتد او عايزه او ستريكت اون ات. فنحتاج مين بقى؟ ساعتها بنحتاج المانيوال تشيكس، محتاجين حد يصححها بنفسه. تمام. طيب هنا Optical Mark Reader. A student exam answer sheet consists of boxes or lozenges, which the student shades into indicate their choice of answer. Describe the drawbacks of using optical mark recognition. The drawbacks of using OMR are that if the marks don't fill the space completely or not in a dark enough pencil, then they may not be read correctly. OMR is only suitable for recording one out of the selection of answers, not suitable for text input. Answers forms have to be prepared, which may be expensive. The format of the question could be restricted to formats like multiple choice. Now we are going to understand what is OCR, not OMR. Okay, OMR, and this is OCR. This type of scanner or reader, you can find it in airports, and the students maybe use it for detect or scanning some text or paragraphs from big box, for example. في الايربورت اوكي they need to scan all details of the passengers. For example, scan his picture, scan his details such as date of birth, his name, full name, and the serial number of the passport, and so on. All of these details, they can scan it without entering any data manually. So he can send these scanned details to do what? To check if it matches the system details or no. And there's another student scanning text from books, which can be edited. Everything that you can use it for these advantages. Faster method of data entry compared to manually typing the data, less chance of errors. Okay, not as accurate as the OMR reader. Not as accurate as the OMR reader. Unable to read handwriting. Okay, unable to read handwriting, only texts, which is typed by keyboard. Barcode readers. In this type, barcode readers are typically used at point of sale in shops when customers are purchased goods. Far quicker and more accurate than typing in codes using a keyboard. For example, if you get this experience that when you stand in front of the cashier, when he tried to scan with his barcode reader, the barcode of any product that you buy, then if it's not allowed to scan, what the cashier will do? The cashier will take only the keyboard and insert these numbers. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So, advances far quicker and more accurate than typing in codes using a keypad. Stock database can easily be updated with new prices. What this means that when you buy something, for example, the supermarket has 10, I give you a simple example. The supermarket has 10 pieces of chocolate, okay? And you buy one. So the cashier will use this barcode reader to scan the barcode of the chocolate. When they insert it to the, of course, everything inserted to the system of the supermarket, okay? So it will display the price, and you can find this price in the receipt. And at the same time, he will reduce the amount of chocolate in the stock of the supermarket. So he will detect in his system that the numbers of chocolates will be 9, not 10, because you bought one, and so on. Because every supermarket uses this system, they will put something like a limited amount of product. For example, in chocolate, you will say, if the product's less than 5, then reorder. So because of this, the stock of orders or the stock of product will be reduced every time, and then 9 to be 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, and then 5. And when it reaches less than 5 or equals 5, then he will contact with the to reorder another chocolate. Barcodes would not need to be replaced. By using these, there is no replacing with the digit or the numbers. Disadvantages: barcode could be unreadable or missing. For example, 0, it's not exist. 2, it's scratched. Sometimes 0, you can see it as 8, something like this. 6, you can see it as 8. Whatever the happened of these digits, so unreadable or missing. Barcode could be swapped, okay, can be an expensive system, which means, what's the meaning of swapped? That he reads 6 instead of 8, and this 8 read it as instead of this 8 he will read it as 6 instead of 8. Something happened to swap any numbers, for example. What about the quicker response or quick response? Sorry, this quick response, you know that you can use it for accessing the Wi-Fi if you go to your friend or your cousin or something like this, instead of using the password or writing the password of the router. Okay, and there is the uses location. You can use it for knowing the location, detect the location, look up further information. If you search for something, as I said to you, for example, you can find the QR beside the topic of RFID. When you scan it by your mobile, by using a special QR scanner application, so you can open the video YouTube to learn more information. Download application also. QR codes can store a good amount of information, can still work if slightly damaged. Disadvantages: need a phone to read the code. Need a phone to read the code. Why؟ لأن احنا بنستخدمها بالتليفون، بالسمارت فون يعني. May require internet access to look at further information. If you want to look to the further information through websites or something like this, so you need internet. When a ticket is produced for the new system, it contains a QR code. Here is an example of QR code. That's it. Describe the benefits of using QR code. The QR code is a unique to the QR code is unique to the pocket. It can be linked into a website. to email. The QR code is more robust than barcodes يعني بيعيش أطول. QR code can be used for multiple elements. It is secure as the code cannot be swapped. لأن احنا قلنا في الباركود ممكن الأرقام يحصل لها swapping. تمام؟ ممكن يحصل لها scratching. ممكن الرقم يبقى ممسوح ويبان ان هو مش باين، مثلا الخط اللي في النص في ال8 فتبان انها 6 for example. تمام؟ فالكيو ار ما فيهوش الكلام ده. هنا طبعا بيقول لك compare the use of MICR OCR OMR barcode scanner and a keyboard to enter data. عايز يقارن الدايركت داتا انتري في الام اي ار والاو سي ار والاو ام ار and a keyboard to enter data. يبقى عايز يقارن ما بين الدايركت داتا انتري والاندايركت داتا انتري. تمام؟ الدايركت داتا انتري عشان انا عارفه ان في ستودنتس بتتلخبط confused in this point. الدايركت داتا انتري يا جماعه ان كل الديتيلز بتتحط على السيستم مجرد ما بتحط كارت مثلا. كل الديتيلز، مش محتاج انك تكتب اسم، مش محتاج انك تكتب البين سوري الباسورد، مش محتاج انك تكتب الكارد نمبرز. كل حاجه موجوده. الاماونت اوف ماني ذات يو هاف، كل الحاجات دي بتبقى موجوده في وان. يعني تمام، في ستيب واحده مجرد انك تباس. هنا بقى عندنا المagnetic ink character reader is used when processing checks in a bank. The characters at the bottom of the check are written in a special ink. These characters are scanned by the MICR to identify the check to the account holder. OCR, Optical Character Reader, is used to scan text into an editable form and is commonly used as immigration terminals to scan passports. Keyboards are used to enter data manually. However, if a passport number had to be typed, then it would take longer and perhaps there is also the chance of human error. OMR, Optical Mark Reader, is used when scanning in pencil marks and exam paper or school register. However, if pencil marks are not clear, then again there is a chance of errors. Specialized equipment is required for OCR and OMR, which could also be more expensive than a keyboard. يعني محتاجين الجهاز اللي هيقرا. A barcode scanner is used to scan items of the point of sale. The barcode is unique to each product, and if the barcode scanner was not available, then the code would have been typed manually. Again, which would take more time and could lead to human error. طب لو قال لي قارني كمان بالكيو ار، هقول له لا، انا مش محتاجه كل الكلام ده، ولا اكتب حاجه، ولا حاجه تحصل لها سوايبنج ولا سويبنج قصدي swapping sorry، ولا اي حاجه. Recently mobile phones هنا have been used to pay for goods in stores and supermarkets. One method of payment involves holding the phone close to a reader in store. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this method of payment compared with other methods such as One method of payment involves holding the phone close the reader in the store. Discuss the advantages of this and disadvantages of this method of payment compared with other methods of credit or debit card transaction. Mobile phone would be easier to use a method of payment because you would only be required to hold the phone next to the reader. As the credit card does not have to be physically present, it cannot be stolen and will be less prone to damage as there is no need to swipe the card. تقرب الموبايل بس من الجهاز. In addition, as there will be no need to remember a PIN code or use a signature. دايما بنبهك بيكتب الإجابة إزاي. مش عارف تكتبها لوحدك، احفظ. مع تكرار الحفظ هتعرف. حفظت سؤال، إجابة سؤال، إجابة 2، إجابة 3، هتعرف إزاي تعملهم بعد كده. هنا مثلا in addition as there will be no need to remember a PIN code or use a signature. On the other hand، هي دي بقى اللي احنا بنقول in addition on the other hand as a result whatever. A compatible phone would be required, which could be expensive and stores would have to invest in new requirement. The mobile phone could run out of battery, or there may be issues with signal and connectivity. In addition, some users may not be familiar with using their phone as payment option. Furthermore, users will be restricted on how much can be paid. The phone signal may be intercepted by hackers, or phones could be stolen and used as methods of payment with no authentication. عادي، تليفونات بتتسرق، كروت بتتسرق، خلي بالك يعني. Nevertheless, many users now carry mobile phones and it does not matter if they forget their credit or debit cards. Consequently, the credit debit card number is not used in the transaction. ده بالنسبة للدايركت داتا انتري. Okay. Now we'll go to another topic in the same chapter. The output.